Okay, back at the 3D drawing board here. What I've done is cut 5 sides, a strong 2 1/8. They're 2.14 something. And you can see that little bit of gap I have here. It's less than 1/4 of an inch. Then I stack my machine spacers, I guess, and I can take my 1/4 inch brass and set it in there, and I've got some wiggle room. So the gap at 0.4 times 6 is just 0.24, so that this should not fit. So I've got to make these, I've got to make them just a hair strong. I'm actually going to leave it at this dimension until I get a drawer kind of mocked up here and see how it's going to look. But these are things that you kind of have to do with the real world plan. Once you start making something, why, it's wood. Things move and change a little bit on you. So I'm pretty pleased with this, actually. This is pretty close. You know, I could make the gap just a hair wider on all of them and be done with it. But I'm going to stick with this plan right here. Go with just a bit wider, and then I can finesse the openings. Now, this is not a paid endorsement, but that Incra positioner, that thing is incredible. I took my sample piece here, 2.14 inches wide, 144, something like that. Found center, moved it over, did all the calculations, and that is just dead on the money. I was able to move it through the bit, and I flipped it the opposite way. I ran it this way and then flipped it this way. Nothing, not a bit of noise. Perfect. All right, I've established my left and rights. This is the bottom with the X. This is the side that gets the stop dados. So on one side, it'll be a plunge cut and finish. On the other side, the piece will be, let's see, riding against the fence this way, and then pushed into the bit, and then I'll stop it at the appropriate length. I'm making marks with the drawer fronts, or the drawer sides I should say, with one piece of plastic in between them on the location where I'll cut the corresponding groove for the drawer slide. So I'll do the other side as well, and then we'll take it to the router table. Alright, here's my setup to do the sides. I've got my mark. I'm reading it off of this one back here, and then I'll move my fence over, get it dialed in for the next one. So what I've done here is I've set a stop so that as I come through here, that'll be my stop. Then to do this one, I bring this back here. I guess I can leave that a little bit loose. Back this way. Plunge it and go through. That'll assure me that I get the slots the same distance from the top. I'm registering off the top, so that's how I've got it set up. So let me run these, and then we'll come back and take a look, make some runners, and see how the sides line up. All right, playing a little leapfrog here. 1, 2, and then take this one, bring it over here. Although the gaps are not, identical. They're within reason. I'm very happy with that. I can work with this. So this is good. So that, I think that's kind of the narrowest gap. Yeah, I got this middle drawer ended up a little wider. That's good. That's a little wide. That's good. I think that's good. Actually, I don't think that that's going to be very noticeable at all, to be honest with you. I'm gonna go with that. And I'm looking at the bottom here though. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, that's going to be tight to the bottom. That's going to have to be trimmed up. And we got a big gap at the top. So I can correct that with the false front. I can drop it over that lip just a little bit. Let me try this one down here once. Yep, we're snug to the bottom. All right, I want to show you something here. I had this little mini panic the other day when I was putting my sides in and checking out the front here. I'm thinking that this needed to be flush to the drawer fronts, but it needs to be proud. So I'm fine, that part's fine. But as I looked at my my top back, I realized that when I put this in here, this goes this way, this is going to be exposed, this top edge. And I don't want that. I want that to be covered. So I have to cut this back, this and the two sides, and put an edging on there, like I did with the sides. So I'm going to take these and cut them back. And I remembered when I did this the first time and tried to get them leveled up, one corner was just a hair high. So I've taken my router plane here, I've set it to the depth of the dovetail groove here. Okay, and I'm going to run it there. I'm just rubbing on the bottom of that, and now you can see what I'm getting there. Just that little bit of shaving right there. That's it. I mean, that's all that can make a big difference when you come to square this up. Now, when I go to cut these to length, they should all land in that same sweet spot of a plane up here that I want them to land in. That's it. I'm not going to take any more.